Hello, and I'm happy uh, you've joined this lucrative course, prompt engineering, which is a very new engineering field that has come up due to the world embracing AI, that is artificial intelligence. And I'm wishing you all the best learning uh, the, the mastery, the skills you need while doing the prompt engineering. It's a key concept while you want AI to fulfill your needs or meet what you need. But first, you have to give it the right instructions and the right uh, 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 say the way you want the output to be displayed. So I've provided a link to the resources that I'll be using to conduct this presentation, and also feel free to post your questions. Now, I'll be your instructor. I've studied, I've mastered AI skills from various universities, ranging from the LX community all through to Ottoman's Institute. Uh, and I believe that the knowledge I've gained will help people to provide right prompts and to utilize AI in an appropriate way. So, welcome. Prompt engineering is a crucial skill in generative artificial intelligence, which refer to the art of crafting effective inputs. It's just a discipline that emphasizes the principle of the garbage in, garbage out, highlighting the quality of output is directly affected by the quality of input provided to the AI model. They are very critical in AI communication, which serves as input to AI tools such as the Chatgpt, which is commonly used that enables triggering of responses. The specificity and quality of a prompt influence the correspondence generated by the AI. Leveraging the natural language processing to interpret everyday language. Can say it is an art which helps manipulate the AI behavior and the output, and therefore you have to learn to give specifics in your prompts. It's just like giving verbal instructions to ensure optimal responses from artificial intelligence. This form of communication with AI is integral in today's evolving. Now, I'll just be rushing through since I've provided a link to the content. Prompts are just key to meaningful interactions with AI. Think of it as keys. They are designed to access particular information in the database of the AI's learned knowledge. When the fit is right, the door always opens. However, creating an effective prompt isn't merely about making it clear and specific. It also has to resonate with required context and also to hit the mark. A good prompt always considers the user's needs, ensuring that it accurately steers the AI's response in a way that is both useful and pertinent. Now we've directly defined prompt engineering, and we have to emphasize on the quality. High quality inputs are essential for generating the accurate and reliable AI outputs. And also this uh, saves on time that you use to generate the output, ensuring that the prompts are clear, specific, and contextual. The prompt engineers can mitigate issues such as the confusion and misinformation that is arising so much with uh, the rising of this information era and the unexpected results, ultimately leading to more productive interactions. Yeah. Now, let's talk about writing clear and specific prompts. You have to create a balanced prompt for AI, which is much like drawing a clear and detailed map. Having a background in uh, GIS and geospatial, understand that for you to get a correct geographic location of a place, you have to understand and interpret map well. The clarity and specificity of your prompts are essential in guiding your AI to the desired destination. You have to use straightforward language to avoid complex sentences. You make it simple, straight to the point. Simplicity is key. It enables your prompts to provide the AI with the comprehensive information it needs to generate the correct response. Now, components of a prompt, there must be an instruction. There must be a task or action that you are asking the AI to perform, which directly inform the model what you need from it, whether you need a summary in generating an idea or you need it to answer a question. You also need a context. You have to provide a background or the surrounding you that surrounds your prompt. You have to provide the context which makes your prompt more understandable to the AI model. Example, you cannot just prompt write a science fiction. That is an example there. Without a context, you have to provide a context. Write a science fiction story in an post-apocalyptic future where humans coexist with the sentient machines. Then the third component is you have to provide an example. You provide a specific instance or situation that could provide or to guide the AI model understanding the task at hand. An example is design a full body workout routine, but you've not provided an instance. If you provide an instance similar to high intensity interval training, but with low impact exercise for joint safety, now it makes it better. Fourth component is the role. What role do you want the AI to play in the conversation? Do you want it to play the expert consultant? You want it to be an enthusiast, brainstorming partner? You want it to be a neutral presenter? You have to define the role so that it shapes the tone and the style of its response. The example is there. As a long-time resident of Japan who writes travel guides, give travel advice to someone visiting Japan for the first time. That's a very nice prompt. The fifth component is the tone, which influence how the AI model communicates its response. The tone could be professional, casual, cheerful, serious, and this helps in matching the intended sentiment of the interaction. Without the tone, it it makes it very difficult. Now, providing a tone also isn't the output. Example here is write a friendly yet urgent reminder about an upcoming deadline. A friendly yet urgent. You can see. The sixth component is intended audience. You have to um, know the output is intended for which audience. An AI model might craft different response if the intended audience is children, industry expert, or novice. It's just like you want to explain a concept to a child. You cannot explain it in the same way you're going to explain it to an expert. Example is to explain the concept of blockchain technology to someone with no technical background. This enables AI to avoid using technical jargons only understood by those who are in the technical uh, field. The seventh component is output format. It guides how the AI model structure its response. It can be a form of a bullet list or a paragraph of prose. Example, provide a list of top 5 most popular cities in the world, including their population, state, region, and you specify which format you need them. Is it a table format or a JSON format? Now, after going through all the components, you have to put them together so that you obtain best results. Effective prompt counting is akin to piecing together a thoughtful puzzle. It involves carefully arranging each essential component into a coherent whole, ensuring that the AI can seamlessly process and act on each piece. This approach mirrors the assembly of well-structured prompt components in a way that guarantees clear communication and comprehension by the AI model. By understanding how to connect these essential elements, you can heighten the relevance and accuracy of the AI's generated output. We have been provided an example. As a professional health consultant, provide advice. That's the instruction. As a professional health consultant, that is the role, which directs also on the tone. For someone trying to balance a busy work life, maintaining maintaining a healthy diet and exercise routine, that is the context. Similar to a blog article titled, that's an example. And structure your advice as 5 actionable bullet points. The output format, suitable for a general audience with no prior knowledge. That is the intended audience that gives very great output. Now, we have different prompting methods. We have the zero shot and the few shot prompting. Now, in the zero shot prompting, you provide no examples which may guide the AI model's response. Instead, the AI is just presented with a task using only a prompt instruction, context, and the components without a reference to a specific example. Example we have as an health consultant, suggest a balanced diet plan for someone who is a vegan and also gluten intolerant. Please leave the meal plan for a week, designated breakfast, lunch, and dinner times. We don't have an example. Another example is down there. Assuming the role of a film critic, write a review of the film Inception, directed by Christopher Nolan, in a format tone, and make sure it's easy to understand for someone with little knowledge of film theory. They lack no examples given. Now, with few short prompting, we provide examples of the type of tasks the AI model is being asked to perform. Examples serve as a primer to the AI, helping it recognize what is being asked and formulate an appropriate response. A few short prompts, they are especially useful when our task is complex or when we're targeting a specific style, tone, or format. Example, as a creative writer, please make these everyday expressions more poetic. Example, we have the sun is setting, the kind of daylight descends to slumber. There is an example, there is an instance, so it guides with an example. Let's talk about chain of thought prompting. This is just an approach in guiding the large language models through complex reasoning, decision making, and problem solving tasks. The technique only involves breaking down a problem into smaller, digestible steps. It's just like when you are eating, you have to break down the food into smaller chunks that are easily swallowable, that you can swallow. There's the same way the technique breaks down a problem into smaller digestible steps or instructions that is effective for forming a logic chain for the AI model to follow. Significantly, it improves the AI performance on tasks that require complex reasoning or problem solving. By breaking the tasks into smaller chunks, the model can generate outputs that more accurately and logically tackle the task at hand. Now, in this approach, you ask the model to think loud, effectively documenting its step-by-step reasoning process. You request the model to explain each step of process A, aiding it transparency, which could lead to a better understanding of how the AI is arriving to its conclusion. A prompt serves as an initial statement that we need. The model uses this prompt to create fitting output, just like giving direction. Now, let's look at an example of when you are prompting for image prompts. You have to create a stunning, if you have to create a stunning AI generated images, you have to go beyond entering random text. You have to apply some few strategic tips and tricks which can substantially improve the quality and relevance of your AI. Now, when you are generating prompt for image, you also have to be specific. The specificity applies either you are generating for image or text. Next component is you have to be descriptive. Use descriptive words and adjectives. You have to guide the AI uh, where these adjectives helps the AI to interpret on the size, color, the mood, the elements of the image. They also enrich the prompt by adding layers of detail and context, making it easier for the AI to capture your vision correct accurately. You have to define the style. The style can be cartoonish, photorealistic. You have to specify visual style you want, which also affect the end result. You are told to use phrases like in the style of an artist or by an artist, specify the artist name. Example here is a peaceful countryside scene with rolling hills and wildflowers, painted in the style of Van Gogh. Another factor to consider, you have to define the desired quality. You have to define the desired image quality. Do you need a high resolution or a lower resolution image? It ensures that the AI adjusts its output accordingly. Example, bustling Moroccan market with vibrant stalls, rich colors, 4K resolutions, detailed patterns, traditional style, warm tones, intricate details, bustling atmosphere, cultural richness, high quality, lively, details, textures, vibrant colors, traditional market, intricate patterns, busy scene, 4K. You have to provide all those. Next component, you have to explain the context. It adds more depth and relevance. It helps AI generate images that are not only visually appealing but also contextually accurate. Another component, you have to use photographic terminologies. You have to incorporate photographic terms as low angle, high angle, backlight, soft light, which improve on the accuracy and realism of the images. Example is a close-up portrait with soft lighting in the style of a Renaissance painting. Another example, a portrait of a Viking warrior with a side lighting in the style of Rembrandt. Another component is you have to give your images a vibe. You have to give words that convey specific mood or atmosphere, which helps give your images a unique vibe. Terms like energetic, joyful, dark, moody, they guide the AI in setting the right tone for your image. Example, a warrior in a dark, foreboding forest with beams of eerie light piercing through the dense canopy. Another component, you have to reorder and weight the prompts. The importance of words in your prompt can vary based on their order. Place the main focus at the beginning of your prompt to ensure it takes precedence. Weigh certain words using brackets to emphasize or de-emphasize them. Important part is to avoid contradictory descriptions. Avoid using conflicting descriptions that might cause or confuse the AI. For instance, a prompt requesting both a headshot and full body image can be unclear and result in unsatisfactory output. Now, well, reaching to the end of the presentation, we've realized we've gone through all the components that you require, and in prompt engineering we do have a framework known as the coaster, which we've gone through addressing uh, all of the components, which consist of the context, the objective, the style, the tone, the audience, and the response format. More takeaways that we have to consider as prompt engineers is that these are machines. We have to understand that they are not having emotional capabilities. So there is no need to be polite with LLM. When you are writing a prompt, please, using the words like, please assist me, please, no. They are made to get authoritative instructions for the output. You have to integrate the intended audience in every prompt. so that you get suitable output for your audience. You have to break a long prompt to a sequence of simpler prompts. That is, you utilize the chain of prompts technique. You have to employ affirmative directives such as the do while, steering clear, or negative languages like don't. Do not use negative prompts like pretending you are not, or don't be an hacker. No, no. For more understanding of a complex concept, you need to ask the LLM to explain in simpler terms, as well as we might think that AI uh, lacks emotion, but if you add a tipping message, maybe say I'll be or you'll be rewarded $1,000 at the end of this exercise. Most of LLMs tend to give output quickly and of high quality. So you also might have to use a tipping or incentivizing the text for the LLM. Use few short prompting by providing examples. Use format of instruction. You want it in a questionnaire. Use authoritative language. You must do this, yes. And also add a consequence for wrong or misleading output. Maybe I'll be penalized or I'll lose my job. Or then you have to use output primers. And thank you very much, and hope you've learned a lot. You might think that it's just going to an LLM like Chatgpt and just writing something. No, no, no. I know you've learned so much. Take your time, practice, and hoping you've gained a lot of knowledge as an AI or a prompt engineer. And thank you very much.